Happy to be joined now by the head coach of the Spartans, Mark Dantonio. Coach, what's been the biggest message in camp so far?
I think the biggest message is let's get ready for BG. Let's concentrate on what we can control, and let's do everything with enthusiasm, and let's come with energy every single day, and we've been able to do that and have a lot of young players, and a lot of times you get that when you have young players. But so far, so good. Got good practices.
How does camp change with a young team?
You know, I think sometimes you tend to go a little bit slower, but you just keep throwing it up on the wall, see what sticks, and then you put it back in a bucket and throw it back up there again, all that information. So we've gotten a head start, I think, a little bit with the way summers are now orchestrated a little bit, but good group, and we've got a lot of young redshirt freshmen as well that are making their way towards things.
You talked about those freshmen and redshirt freshmen adding a lot of depth to the program, inexperience, but the competition that they're having out here is helping them out, right?
Yeah, it really is. I mean, a lot of times for some players, it's are they twos or are they threes? Our twos are our threes, our threes are our twos. Sometimes it goes that way with the ones too. So I don't think that's a bad thing because you've got a lot of guys with an opportunity to play, so they're invested.
Seems like a high-energy team, very vocal, enthusiastic. What would be the reason for that?
Well, I think we want to bounce back. So there's a message to that every single day, and we're building into each other as people. So when you build into each other, they feed off each other, and I think that's been good for us.
Has your approach been any different than it has been in years past?
No, it really hasn't. Our summer practices are pretty much standard. We're going to try and do as much as we can and get as many people reps. I think it's important to get ones, twos, and threes reps here as we go forward, and then start to shake it out, here in another week. And it's a longer camp with the rules as they are. So we're going to give people opportunity to do what they can do. And we had on Thursday we had about 140 play scrimmage, so everybody got reps, and it took us about 3 hours on the nose, so we were right under the rules.
Coach, you had so many injuries last year. Does the fact that there were some guys who unexpectedly got to play maybe earlier than you might have envisioned in their career, does that translate at all to this year?
Yeah, I think it does, and then in the spring, guys with opportunities. So the more you play, the more experience you have, the better you're going to get. So we're a little short on some experience in certain positions, but they've got game time, and now they're sort of poised and ready to go. And 3 or 4 games in, they're going to be experienced players.
Head coach of the Spartans, Mark Dantonio. Thank you, Coach.
Thanks. Go Green.